Hey guys, don't know how well this is gonna come out. It's been a while since I've done any form of devlogs, so yeah, not really good at typing and talking, but felt I should update you guys. We are still working on the game. Had a bit of writer's block, sorry. I'm human, okay? Tonight I'm just gonna record while I work on the game. Great, can't remember what I set for that name. Hold on. Let's see, define. There we go, okay. Anyway, we are working on this game still. I'm really sorry about any delays. If you guys were expecting to be out by now, honestly, we haven't been working on it as hard as we should have. We've been losing motivation on this game constantly. It's because this game is turning out to be more of a project than we wanted it to be. And honestly, there's other projects we'd rather work on, but this is the one we decided on, this is the one we announced, and so we're going with it. So we are going to make it as good of quality as we can, and would help if I could spell. Really? Recognized that voice. There we go. Yeah, this scene right here that I'm writing out is completely pointless. It's just to establish how bad of paranoia the guy has got. Yeah. Yeah, I'm working on the part of the story where you don't join up with everybody, in which case you become a paranoid freak, blah blah. Not freak, but yeah, it's called a conspiracy route on art. We're calling it the conspiracy route in house, whatever, and for good reason, because you don't know, or because you do basically become a conspirator and try to work out and stop this organization. I don't know how better phrasing than that. For those of you wondering, I am using or Zero Brain Studio. It's my preferred text editor. Yada yada. It's better. It's made for Lua, but I just like it. Really? But yeah, I have seen a slew of visual novels coming out lately, like just one after the other. It's what's making me really hesitant to put this one out. It's because with all of them out there, they're flooding the market for visual novels and making it to where they become hard to find the ones like ours, which we're trying to make a good one. I'm not saying the others aren't good, but every single one of it, I could name several that have gotten massive sales and whatnot that everybody's complained about, and ours we hope is better than those. And my biggest issue I've seen lately is I've seen some of these getting on Kickstarter and being funded within a few hours. We've worked hard to come up with an interface that we want to be unique and to our game. We want it to be completely different from what you've seen before. Well, not completely different, but different enough to where you can tell we actually put some work into the game. And we've all been, I point out that a bunch of these ones that are getting funded, released, etc., they aren't actually doing any customization. Their idea of customization is, hey, look, we took this message box that's part of the basic game and made it cherry blossom themed, which isn't a huge amount of customization. All you need is someone to make the art piece for it and define it. Versus, I took the time. Went over several ideas for what the user interface would look like. We had a general idea of how we want it to look. We want it to be different. We wanted to kind of make it have a mobile feel, partially, because we did want the game to be on Android tablets, because ren'py does support that. But we did not feel that some of these games were utilizing it properly, so we decided we wanted to make it as user-friendly as possible for it. So what we did was we wanted the name to be pretty obvious that's the person's name, so we decided it's going to be at the top separate from everything. That took me a good 3 hours to figure out how to do. It turns out the 0 point is at the top of the message box, and since I was setting it to 0, it wasn't going to the top left corner where I wanted it. I had to put it at a negative amount. Anyway, we also decided that the menu needs to be accessible in a way to where it's obvious as the menu. At the same time, it needs to be accessible for Android. If it's going to be on Android device, you need to be able to tell or access the buttons a lot easier. So we were like, all right, well, it has a quick menu, but how can we customize that to what we need? So we did some quick designs. We decided it's going to be in the top right corner under a button that says menu. When you click it, it hides everything on the screen, and down drops a quick menu or a menu bar, kind of like good example of other games that use a style similar is Pokemon or Monster Hunter. When you open up the menu, it's on the right side of the screen. And here, believe it's under screens. Where'd I put it? Main menu, navigation, save load. Yeah, some of the stuff hasn't been edited yet, but yeah, here we are. This is what we did. For those of you that can actually read code in a YouTube video, good job. Basically, I anchored it to the top right, set the text. I need to work on it, make it look nicer, but I made it to where it's there and it drops down to something I call, drops down to the navigation menu instead of being an actual quick menu like the little boxes you see on top of the message box in every single ren'py game. And I know this sounds ranty, but we wanted to make sure you guys have as easy of an experience as possible when playing this game and make it as accessible as possible to everybody. So, yeah. Well, I know I haven't put in too much while I was talking. Again, it's hard for me to talk and type at the same time. But, yeah. Well, I'll talk to you guys later. You have fun. Alright. And we'll see you next time we post an update.